Before we start our today's topic, just want to take this time to appreciate our YouTube subscribers and our followers on Instagram and on our Facebook page. Asante sana.
You know how to apply an antiperspirant? A majority of us just dub and believe we've applied, no, it's just on the surface. You're supposed to dub and use your palm to apply, by rubbing gently in a circular motion till it absorbs. When you dub, it tends to leave whitish marks that stain your garments. Same applies to regular antiperspirants.
PM and AM. Do I need both? Do I really need both? The answer is yes. If you're looking for satisfactory results, then you may have to use both. So why PM? For PM, you can use either a liquid roll-on antiperspirant or a solid one, depending on the brand you're using. Just make sure that it's clinical. In this case, let's go with a liquid roll-on that has an active ingredient percentage of about 12, the highest being 15%. And in this case, we're talking about aluminum chloride. You're using Satin Dry or Zero Sweat, the clinical version, the roll-on version. Apply at night when you go to bed. You don't even have to apply on a daily basis, especially if you're using Satin Dry, since it has like 72-hour protection. So all you have to do is maybe apply 3 days a week. Make sure your underarms are dry. You don't want to apply when your underarms are wet with sweat. You're going to experience a severe reaction between the antiperspirant and your sweat. So make sure your armpits are dry before you apply. The next thing is when you wake up in the morning, and I think I've been asked this question before. What happens when I shower? I think the antiperspirant will lose its own, its effectiveness. You applied and you slept the whole night. So the antiperspirant was actually busy doing its job or whatever it's supposed to do. So once you've showered in the morning, when you wake up, you need to apply an antiperspirant deodorant. And now this is the AM version. You can choose to apply from the same brand for the AM, or you can experience different brands. We have the likes of DuraDry, you have Sweat Block, and you also have Arm and Hammer. So you can choose, you can combine from the same brand, or you can use from one brand as your PM and choose a different one as your AM. The next thing will be for you to monitor the progress. So far, we have more than 5 who are using the PM and the AM together, and they have achieved successful results in their sweat reduction, just by combining and being patient and disciplined in the application. If you're going to follow the regimen, this is what we call this the underarm regimen, you need to put all these factors into consideration. Which brand am I using? What people are saying about this brand? Expect different results from what people are saying. For instance, if I'm going to use maybe a cape for the underarms and it doesn't give me the results that I'm looking for, and someone else is using the same cape and they have achieved the best results, that doesn't mean that the brand is not effective. The brand is effective, it's just that it didn't work for me, but it ended up working for someone else. So what are some of the things to look for? Active ingredient percentage. I advise the HYPERHIDROSIS family. If you're going to go for a clinical antiperspirant that has a higher active ingredient percentage and it's in liquid form, and we're talking of aluminum chloride that's around 20%, if you start experiencing irritation, I would ask you to discontinue the use of that product. Instead, look for a brand that has the same active ingredient percentage, or rather the same active ingredient but in lower percentage. For instance, you're using a brand that has between 12 to 15%. You know, if you're going to go higher than that, you're going to experience some irritation. If you know you have a sensitive skin, talk to your doctor, talk to your dermatologist, so that they can best advise. Do you need to go for a liquid one, or you can use a solid one that still performs, or rather provides the same function? Shaving your underarms. I've said this about a billion times. Do not shave and apply an antiperspirant. I mean, that's a recipe for irritation. If you have any question, please reach out to us and we'll be honored to serve you. Thank you for your time. Until next time, welcome to the Situationship and sweat with a purpose. See you soon.